Yo, I told you that day I was high.
You hit the choreography?
Her back.
Go ahead, pick me up off the floor.
Salt and pepper's here.
Push it good.
Push it real good. We need help.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call. We're gonna have to call Mr. Mike.
Who the fuck is Mr. Mike?
My dick.
You know what? I said it again, Keita. You married him. Therefore, I shouldn't have to deal with him no more.
Keita, come get your husband, please.
Okay.
Hey yo, nah. That day, I got like that. Nah, that day Keita got me hella high, yo. That's what I did. Yeah, I was riding her best friend. Nah, cause she's
was riding her best friend.
Y'all roasted her for like.
Roasted. Okay, because
I'm about to say nigga.
Nah, I went to sleep. Nah, bro.
In front of your wife.
Context, Lord.
Yo, I woke up. Yo, I roasted her for 3 hours straight, bro. Cause she was working in customer service, and the dude said Mike, and then she was like, Mike who? She was like, my dick, and it's like,
fix it, Jesus. Today, Lord.
I'm gonna just sip my wine in my.
Had to call Amanda, and she was like, Amanda, what said Amanda? Hug and kiss.
Not these.
Oh my God!
Simpsons phone prank calls that Bart used to call Moe's.
Is your refrigerator running?
Well, you better
go catch it, bitch. I'm gonna catch you. Is what's gonna happen.
Why you little?
Oh Lord.
Yo, we was in that bitch crying. And she was mad. Yo, she was sitting down and mad as shit. Like, hey.
Poor Ting Ting. I'd have caught you outside.
No, she went upstairs. Yo, she went upstairs. Like she was mad. She went upstairs. It's like, hey.
Poor Ting Ting.
You know he got bad knees. All you do is kick him in the back of the shin. And
oh Lord, not in the back of the shin.
Crumpling over like some old newspaper.
Who got bad knees?
Just put LL Cool J on and have his head jump down them steps.
I ain't got no bad knees, bitch. Fuck y'all.
But you couldn't tell when your ass jumped off them fucking steps and your knees collapsed, nigga. Glass.
If it was like that in your early 20s, nigga, you might just fall over and die in your 30s.
Oh, okay. We're going there. Wow.
Starting that you can't finish.
Wow.
You said one episode I can keep up with you. Starting that you can't finish.
Get him.
I've been drinking too. Go right
ahead.
He been drinking.
No, you realize, Shauna was the reason why a lot of people got roasted. We in the group chat. I say one thing, she just keep going.
Roasting people.
I did nothing.
Nah, that day, nah, that night, no, that night.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Nah, that night we was roasting Twin X show in the group chat.
Oh Lord. Wait, which one?
I can't even remember. I don't know.
The genuine braids and the brace face.
Oh shit. Next subject.
And with that being said, welcome to this week's episode of Wine and Audacity, the podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Sicard, and I'm joined by these niggas.
Oh, I was about to say,
I guess
you gonna do it?
I gotta change. No, we gotta change the intro because on the last episode we did announce that Key is no longer part of the podcast regularly. So I guess we better announce that too because we didn't do it last week. So this nigga is here, messy bitch.
Wow,
not a messy bitch.
Messy bitch. And since
y'all niggas ain't gonna double team me like that, yo, fuck y'all.
Nigga wouldn't be the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, really, nigga.
WWE.
We're going. Oh wow.
Smack
we're going. Oh, okay.
down.
We're going there. We're definitely going there. Wow.
Nigga, going there, nigga. We been there.
He said,
okay.
Wow.
You know what? That's cool.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. All right.
Okay.
You know.
And I'm joined by these niggas.
Good afternoon.
How you feeling?
Good morning. Good night. Good evening. How's everybody?
Shauna.
Take me back to the original intro. I felt special.
What?
Special ed.
Felt special.
Well, you should, but I gotta change the intro because it don't hit the same.
Baby, come back.
Nah, that's it.
Don't blame it all on me.
It is a work in progress. I'm gonna change it again.
No, that's it. No, he just don't want to say I'm his favorite person though, but it's cool.
Nigga, you one of my favorite.
You's a black ass lie like a politician. You better go ahead.
If he wasn't, you wouldn't be in my house.
We the people.
I wouldn't have fed your black ass.
Nigga in here lying like a politician.
My fellow Americans.
I'm alright.
You good?
Yeah.
You cool? You straight? You chilling?
I'm cool and I'm straight. I'm chilling.
That's good. How you feeling, Aaron?
I'm amazed, boss.
That's good. So I just fed these niggas and gave them a whole bunch of alcohol before we started recording.
Man, when I finally get a husband, he gonna have a lot to live up to because Brad should be taking good care of me.
Damn straight. Show you how. Cheers, nigga. Hold on.
This nigga this nigga taking her.
I be getting wine pairings, and
taking her all over the world and shit. So when she go to a new place, she ain't impressed.
Pimping all over the world.
Yes, sandwiches and Skittles and Mentos.
While we talking about all over the world, I did look up the Maldives, bro.
That look dope as fuck.
Do you know how far that fucking flight is?
I mean,
ain't it like 14 hours?
Nigga,
that's a day.
Almost a day. Like 20,
You
24.
lying.
So you have to fly. It depends on what time of year you go because it's seasonal. And in the summer, I believe you could fly from, I think, either DC, Atlanta, or New York to Dubai.
And then from
that's
Dubai
like
to
a
Maldives?
16, 17 hour flight. And then I think the flight from Dubai to the Maldives is another 5 to 6 hours.
Shit.
So you'll literally be in the air.
The longest flight I've ever been on is like 5 hours.
Nah, shit, nigga.
6.5.
Something like that. No, because
7.
Puerto Rico was like 4 hours. I think Mexico was like 3.5.
From here?
From here, yeah, Mexico was like 3.5, 4 hours.
Nah,
I think. When we went to Cancun,
when we went to Hawaii, yo, that shit was like
I heard
8 hours.
That was like 8.
Yeah, I
It
heard
was
Hawaii.
8 hours from here. Yeah, it was like from 8 hours from here to California, and then we probably spent like another 2.5
on a layover,
3 hours. I mean, like an hour layover, and then like probably like another 2.5, possibly 3 from California to the island.
It had to be more than that. I think the flight to Hawaii from Los Angeles is like, I want to say, let me look it up. I think it's making a mess. Ignore the background noise. No, I think the flight from LA to Honolulu was like 5 or 6 hours.
Shit.
Yeah, because when we got on, the pilot was like, we're not gonna tell you like how long we're gonna have people guess or whatever. Yo, that shit.
This says 5.5 hours.
Nigga, I was asleep. I ain't gonna lie.
You was sweet.
I was asleep.
5.5 hours from LA.
You watch like 2-3 movies by the time you look up.
I feel like the thing with that is, y'all know I'm cheap. So when I did my flight to Europe, I did it in coach, and I was like, nigga, I need leg room. Next time I go, I need to be in business class. I need space to spread out.
Yeah,
I'm too damn tall.
Yeah,
legs just be hanging all over the seat. on top of
like somebody gonna get this Tommy.
Yo, but when we
today,
when we took the train from here to California, we was like, yo, next time if we take the train, bro, we gotta get like a little sleeper car or something, bro.
Yeah, I would say if you do that, get the sleeper car for real.
Yeah, because that was 3 days.
It's shit.
3 days on the train.
Puerto Rico was like a little less than 4 hours
from here.
Yeah, when we went to Puerto Rico, and my mother had never flew before. That was her very first flight. Child, we had to drug my mother with prescription strength Benadryl.
Hey, yo.
Before we got on the plane. She got on the plane. I looked over at her. She was like looking around and stuff. We looked up again. By the time we got in the sky, I looked over. My mother was on the seat like.
I mean, I ain't going not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. I hate I
don't like taking off and I don't like landing.
Yeah,
taking off is better than landing, but I don't like neither one.
I don't like flying at all.
Because you take off so fucking fast. It's like you going do.
It's like if you haven't been on a plane before, which I'm sure some people may not have, but it was literally like it's like a slingshot.
Yeah,
like it's like you taxiing, and the thing was,
once you're in the sky, it's cool. Like you just floating.
Right, but it's so aggravating to me, or it's so anxious, is because you pull away from the gate, you going backwards, and then your plane spins around, and then you taxi into the runway, and it's like the plane is like on giant wheels, so it's hopping up
bouncing,
and
yo,
like. It's bouncing, and you look out the window. You see the airport terminals get further and further away. You gotta turn and make this turn, and make this turn, and make this turn, and then
you might hear the announcement go take off.
You at least certain airports I've been to. I think it's BWI, but you get in line to take off, and you see the planes waiting in line to take off, and then the plane turns around to get to that first runway, and it's.
You hear? As soon as you hear the thing speed up,
right.
I was like,
and then that thing goes up and tilts back, and then
you're like, yo.
What I realized is to sit either in the middle or in the front because you don't feel it as bad when the plane takes off. I thought I wanted to. The first time I got on the flight, I sat in the back.
Yeah.
And you feel everything in the back.
Oh yeah.
But when we went to Puerto Rico and we went to Mexico, I was in like the middle. I didn't feel as much.
But the wings are because it stabilizes.
I didn't feel as much there, but I refused to sit by the window. I still take the aisle seat.
I take window seats.
I will not take a window seat.
I feel like for me, so I've had like panic attacks on planes before, just like breathing real heavy.
That's what happened on my very first flight to Florida.
Just breathing because I'm nervous. And But yeah, once you up in the air and there's no turbulence on like a beautiful day, you look out the window, it's like, damn, this shit is like, you got music in your ear and it's real peaceful.
Yeah, I did peek out the windows once we got over top of the clouds and stuff.
I
And
went
that's
to
a
sleep.
very beautiful sight. That's a very beautiful sight to see.
Just going through the clouds.
Yes,
and
that
what you
part
saying?
is pretty.
No, I said, nah, I tried. Like, yo,
When they start landing, I'm like,
I try to make myself go to sleep.
I've never been able to fall asleep on a plane.
I've never stay. I can't stay asleep. I'll
Shit,
fall
I'm like
asleep and
this.
I'll wake up.
I think maybe that's because again I was in steerage with the rest of with everybody else, and I didn't have enough room to get comfortable to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been able to fall asleep on a plane.
Yeah, I fell asleep, woke up, fell asleep, woke up. But I didn't stay asleep the entire flight.
I'm trying to find this video I saw yesterday. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, so this is from CBS Evening News. This was posted a while ago, but it says, breaking: severe turbulence has left several passengers and crew members injured aboard an Allegiant Air flight from North Carolina to Florida. According to FlightAware, the plane dropped more than 4,000 feet in less than 1 minute.
What?
Fuck.
Severe turbulence.
Baby. I'd have been laying on the fucking floor by the time they found me.
like
shaking like this. Shaking like booty meat.
Yo, the first time you feel turbulence, yo, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
It freaks you out. We hit a storm coming back from Puerto Rico. We hit a storm over the Carolinas. Baby, I was on that thing like, yo, if we go down, I swear to God, I love y'all. I said, let me pay for this little $10 Wi-Fi real quick so I can send some messages just in case I make it.
Nah, yo, that
shit freaked me out. And it didn't even last that long, but it felt like forever. But it only lasted
because you feel that first dip. You feel that first dip. Like, what the fuck did we hit in the air?
I didn't feel the dip. I felt the shake, like it just started shaking. And you hear the thing, ding. We're experiencing severe turbulence due to storms over North Carolina. Well, bitch, you knew that on the way back. So why the fuck you ain't going around?
Go ahead, motherfucker.
They couldn't change your flight path.
No, nigga, you
said
Really, Pilot Earl?
No, you sitting there like
Pilot Earl.
I don't know. He sounded like an Earl. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, that motherfucker sitting there like yo, you feel that dip, that shake, and it's like, yo, what did we hit?
So what I actually researched it because
fucking air pockets.
My nerdy ass is like, what is turbulence? So it's essentially just air currents up, especially when you 30,000 feet in the air. It's just air moving around, and the plane will drop and raise like 40 feet. Now to us, dropping 40 feet is a whole fuck ton.
Fuck yeah.
But when you 30,000 feet in the air,
I think I jumped like 30 feet off a damn mountain when we was in Mexico.
Yeah.
And baby, I screamed all the way down. I ain't screamed, bitch. I screamed. I think that was like 30 feet.
How do you spell that? Scrimp?
Scream with a T at the end. A PT. Screamed.
Scrimp.
Yes, that's how loud I screamed. They said, they got me on camera. They said you went all the way down till you hit the water. We know that water went in your mouth. They said because you came back up like. I said, baby. They was like, Shauna, because we zip lined into the water. They was like, Shauna, let go. I was like, I'm trying, but my fucking hands is on that bitch. Like, bitch, don't do it. But if I had, I would have slammed into the mountain on the other side.
Yo,
that was like 30 feet. So yeah, all at one time. Oh my God.
Shit, when we went to Cozumel, I watched people jump off the little mountains. My mom said, "You gonna do it?" I said, "Nah, I'm good."
My cousin and them did the free jump too, not just the zip line jump. They did the free jump too. Once I did that one zip line, I got over to that little rope. I said, "Fuck each and every one of y'all."
Nah, nigga,
I conquered 2 fears today: heights and water.
Yo, they was jumping.
And then we went regular zip lining after that. I said, "Yo, my stomach is bubble gut, and I can't do it."
I sent y'all that video years ago. It was of a guy who was bungee jumping off of a bridge. And he was on the other side of the bridge, on the other side of the railing. It was just him. He was connected and everything. But his friends had a spare rope. So he counted down. He had his eyes closed. You could tell he was semi-nervous. And he let go. And he was like, wait. And they threw the extra rope over. And you saw him just start like flailing nervously.
Could have gave that man a heart attack.
I know he shitted on himself.
Baby, I would have got back up there. I would have like, fuck you. I would have like, fuck you, like, and fuck you, and the rotten pussy you came out of.
What was your reaction if you bungee
fuck.
jumping? You agreed to bungee jump.
First of all.
And you see these people, once you let go, they say, wait. And you see another rope go flying over the edge like.
Oh, my get back is going to be worse.
I'm hitting them niggas with a car. Every single one of them.
I'm sorry, yo. You gotta.
I'm gonna go fuck your daddy and break your head.
Nigga, I'm gonna be the final
do because I'm mad.
I'm hitting niggas with buses.
Hey,
I'm gonna choke you with a shower curtain.
The sad part is the sad part is, yo, that is some petty shit y'all niggas would do. You gonna be in the shower
washing your head. You gonna open your eyes and it's gonna be me with a mask on behind you. That's everybody's biggest fear is to close their eyes in the shower, open their eyes, and there's something behind them.
Hey, yo.
That's everybody's biggest fear.
Yo, my get back game is gonna be horrendous, nigga. Cause that's it. You feel me? Like, yeah, we that's when I was watching the little shits and giggles, the shits and gigs clips, and they was like,
alligator in the shower with you.
Shout out to James and Fuhad from the UK. They post their videos. They're all over the place at some point.
Yo,
but they are funny as all.
They said, when have you ever known, or like when did you get the message that your friend was not actually your friend?
Oh, I saw that one too,
bro.
Days ago.
That's like, oh
that's a red.
God.
That's the friend right there. You do that shit to me, nigga. We ain't friends, yo.
We ain't friends no more.
Fuck that.
All right, y'all. Before we spend another 30 minutes talking about absolutely nothing, which we should one day have an episode with no topic, it just do like a freestyle, but we just start talking about random shit.
Yep.
But that's not today. So, we have a topic this week. Hold on, let me open my phone. Y'all ready to get into this topic? You got your wine, got your beverages. Everybody's
This is some delicious wine.
well lubricated.
Yes, this wine is delicious.
So we on our second bottle of wine.
We are.
As I've mentioned before, I'm a huge fan of the Apothic brand. We
tried to skate past that, and it would be your ass.
Fuck that.
So what I'm gonna say is, if you want to catch the context of why laundry is so prevalent, go back and listen to a couple of episodes ago.
I'm traumatized.
I'm gonna just say hashtag laundry. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm traumatized.
We're gonna go past that. We're not gonna talk about that. we not.
So that started as a hashtag, yo.
Hashtag laundry.
I am traumatized.
Wanda Pod. Wanda does laundry.
Why are y'all like this?
Fabric softener.
Oh, Jesus.
A whole bottle of fabric softener.
I need some tequila. This damn wine is not strong enough. I will not revisit
I'm a
that.
fan of the Apothic brand of wine. And I made lunch for everybody before we started recording. And we had some pasta. And we had the Apothic Merlot, which was really good. Mm-hmm. And now we're drinking, because I have like 65 bottles of the Apothic Inferno here on my liquor shelf. Shelf. We cracked open a bottle of the Apothic Inferno, and it's real good.
You know,
it's one of my favorites.
I like it. It's good.
I was like, wow, all right.
You got to pair your food with your wine, and give it an extra little tasty taste. That wasn't even the word, but I just made that up. A little rinky dink.
A little dink.
That too. Titties. All right, so let's get to this topic. All right, so when we go into our Q&A segment, Shauna frequently posts questions from what she claims is one of my favorite accounts, which is She's a Damn Lie. I call them 6 brown heifers, but they're actually known as the 6 brown chicks. Each question details the story of some seemingly far-fetched scenario where a person would ultimately ask, what should I do or should I stay with them? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I think those questions are fake as fuck. However, I came across a tragic story that is seemingly 6 brown chicks worthy, but is 100% based in reality. So this week, I wanted to discuss the murder of Avis Banks. On forensicfiles.com, I came across an article entitled Carla Hughes and the... Let's try to just... That's the one. On forensicfiles.com, I came across an article entitled Carla Hughes and Avis Banks, Fairy Tales Canceled, which details the story. So let me switch on over to the actual webpage, forensicfiles.com. And this, like I said, the article is titled Carla Hughes and Avis Banks, Fairy Tale Canceled. Carla Hughes' charmed life hit a pothole one day, and a few years later, it took an unthinkable turn into a bloodbath. Just a few years before she was killed, romantic rivals Avis Banks. Just a few years before she killed romantic rival Avis Banks, Carla was winning beauty pageants and hitting the kind of educational milestones parents like to write about in their Xerox holiday letters. Mm-hmm. It was an affair with the promiscuous educator named Keon Pittman, who lived with Avis Banks and was expecting a child with her, that spurred Carla to do what she did. Keon never faced any charges related to the murder, but many found it suspicious that he and Carla spoke on the phone just before and just after Avis died in the garage of the house she and Keon shared in a suburb of Jackson, Mississippi. For this week, I looked around to find out how Keon Pittman has fared in the court of public opinion. I also searched for more background on Carla Hughes and the downfall of her storybook life. Now, before I move forward, let's see, because we believe in tagging people and crediting people for their work. This, again, is from forensicfilesnow.com, and the title of the article is Carla Hughes and Avis Banks, Fairy Tales Canceled. I do not see the name of the author, so I'm not omitting that on purpose, but I just don't see it. So I believe it's Rebecca Reisner. Okay. So, but because Avis Banks is the innocent victim in this tragedy, let's start with the recap of textbook murder with her story. Avis Banks was the middle of 3 daughters born to Frederick Banks, a city street sweeper, and Deborah Banks, who babysat part-time. The family lived in Vicksburg, Mississippi. The first in her family to enter college, she studied early childhood development, and she graduated cum laude from Alcorn State University. She snagged a position at a daycare center and began dating Keon Pittman, who taught math and coached basketball at James G. Chastain Middle School in Jackson. Avis clearly came from a strict background. During his forensic files appearance, Frederick Banks said that Avis asked for forgiveness upon telling him that she and Keon Pittman were having a child, but she intended to make things right by marrying Keon. The two of them got engaged and bought a house in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Thoughts so far?
I know where this is headed because I followed the case when it was happening. So
yeah, I just watched watched a little brief. Watched the whole pod about it, and this shit crazy.
Yeah.
It is. All right, so, but their future ended together on November 30th, 2006, when Keon, 31, returned home from work to find Avis, 27, in a pool of blood on the garage floor. He called 911 and also summoned Avis's mother and father to come immediately, but wouldn't say what was wrong. The Bankses told Dateline Mystery that they thought Avis had lost the baby, but the news was much more grim. They arrived to the site of police tape. The coroner told them their daughter had died a horrible death. It looked as though someone had ambushed Avis, who was 5 months along in her pregnancy, after she stepped out of her car at around 6 p.m. She had been shot 4 times with a .38 caliber pistol and stabbed repeatedly in her upper body. The assailant had slashed Avis's throat. One of the bullet wounds had been fired at close range to the back of her head, police ascertained. Investigators found shoe impressions where they believe the assailant kicked a door before breaking into the house and creeping into the attached garage. The intruder had ransacked some rooms, leaving drawers open, but didn't steal anything. Lab testing identified some gunshot residue on Keon's hands, and he had some bloodstains on his clothing. Police later concluded the forensic evidence came from his handling the body, not firing a gun. But there were other indicators that didn't look so good for Keon. The video footage of him talking to his lawyer shortly after he discovered the slaughtered mother of his unborn child revealed a man utterly without grief or anguish. His only noticeable emotion was disgruntlement because police considered him a suspect. Sound good to shit, don't he?
Following that story, I felt like he was involved, and then he threw Carla under the bus. I always felt that way.
So would it be safe to say that he didn't help Carla?
No, I think he knew, and I think they planned it together.
You didn't catch it.
I caught it. I caught it. He's going on the fuck you list too. But I always thought that he and Carla came up with the plan together, but she was the one who got caught, and he let her take the fall, and she took it because she thought he was in love with her.
She loved him.
Because not long after that, he moved out of Mississippi and moved somewhere else and married a whole nother woman.
Don't give it away.
Sorry, but it's just...
Any thoughts so far, Aaron?
Nah, I guess you could say it just come off like he put it in like he was just putting it out there.
He put it in motion.
And it was a situation of we can't be together.
Because of XYZ.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, investigators found out that Keon usually entered the house through the front door. But on the night of the murder, he went in through the garage. Maybe he knew he'd find a body there. There was also a question of why he ran to a neighbor's house to call 911 when he had a cell phone with him. He also reportedly called Carla Hughes before summoning help for Avis. And Keon, who reporter Catherine Kite described as not a looker but with lots of confidence, was clearly a serial cheater and liar. Let's talk about this dig she made on the man first.
It was.
Not a looker, but had a lot of confidence.
For those that don't know, that mean he had a big peen. And they was like, everybody wanted that.
How would the reporter know that? You saying she had a little piece too?
No.
Hey, look.
If it was as friendly as she said it was.
Let's sprinkle some allegedly's in there like that. Just Samara used to do.
Allegedly. Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Staff members at Chastain Middle School said that in addition to the affair with Carla Hughes, he'd been getting close to the mother of one of the basketball players he coached. That woman denied a relationship and she had a solid alibi anyway. But so did Keon. He was at school when the murder happened, and numerous witnesses could vouch for his whereabouts. Police had a better suspect in cheerleading coach Carla Hughes, who had been enjoying a not-so-discreet relationship with Keon. Colleagues saw them carrying out in the open. Carla was a former beauty pageant winner and mother of a 3-year-old boy. At first, she told police that she had no dog in the race, that she and Keon were just friends, but she lacked a convincing alibi.
Girl, they was fucking.
They was fucking. Phone records showed that Carla was near. Phone records show that Carla was near Avis's and Keon's house around the time of the murder. I'm sorry, y'all. Soon enough, Carla Hughes reversed herself and admitted to the affair with Keon, but denied having anything to do with Avis Banks' murder. The big break in the case came when Patrick Nash, one of Carla Hughes' cousins, told police that Carla had borrowed his folding hunting knife and Rossi .38 caliber gun, which was loaded with 5 bullets, on November 26, 2006. The ammo was gone when she returned. The ammo was gone when she returned the firearm to him on December 1st, 2006. She said she had gone target shooting. I bet she had. Although Carla would later deny it, Nash said that she was crying when she brought back the gun. Investigators matched the bullets recovered from the victim's body, to Nash's gun. Police discovered that the footprints from the crime scene matched a pair of size 10 tread safes found in Carla Hughes' closet, and they had Avis Banks' blood on them.
You're just a dumbass. You kept the fucking shoes. You wanted to get caught.
Carla Hughes was indicted on charges of capital murder. Still, those who knew Carla Hughes weren't willing to connect the dots. She was too nice. So, who was this woman and what made her stake in happiness on a long shot like Keon Pittman? Carla Hughes was born on June 12, 1981, to a mother who already had more kids than she could. Carla Hughes was born on June 12, 1981, to a mother who already had more kids than she could support, according to Dateline Mystery. Fortunately, her relatives, Linda and Carl Hughes, who were both school teachers, adopted her as an infant. She would be their only child. Carla excelled at horseback riding as well as regular schoolwork, according to information from Murderpedia, and she grew into a tall, pretty young woman with even features and high cheekbones. Friends described her as bubbly and fun-loving. She belonged to Student Council and Key Club and was a majorette, a cheerleader, and a page in the Mississippi State Senate. Carla Hughes' beauty pageant wins include Washington County Junior Miss and Miss Greenville Teen. She graduated from the University of Southern Mississippi and went on to earn a master's degree in education at Belhaven College. During her upward trajectory, she met the man of her dreams and got engaged, but he suddenly panicked the day before their wedding in 2004. He left her single and 2 months pregnant. This was the first sign that her fairy tale was not to be. What's so funny?
Hey, yo. They's in Mississippi. And then she got pregnant. The dude was like, nah, I'm good.
You might have seen something.
Might have seen a little crazy in him.
Yeah, because clearly.
Sprinkle. She gave birth to a son and eventually took a job as a language arts teacher at Chastain Middle School, where she met Keon Pittman. As the internet meme says, if you don't like the end of your story, write yourself a new beginning. In Keon Pittman, Carla Hughes found a fresh chance at Camelot. Whatever the hell that means.
Fairy tale.
This next section is titled Optimistic or Delusional. There's no way of knowing what Keon Pittman really told her about his intentions, but he would later testify that Carla Hughes knew that she was merely a secret side dish, and he had made it clear to her that he intended to marry Avis Banks, according to court papers. But Carla, 25, insisted on referring to him as her future husband, he said. Investigators believe Carla Hughes wanted to eliminate and basically replace Avis Banks. Carla longed for a home with a husband and probably imagined Keon would adopt her son and help her replicate the life her baby's father should have given her. Prosecutors contended that Carla broke into Keon and Avis's house and ransacked the drawers to make it look like a burglary. She lay in wait for Avis in the attached garage and shot her, stabbed her, and slashed her throat. Forensic Files didn't mention it, but Avis Banks' pants had been pulled down, perhaps in an attempt to make the crime look like a burglary that turned into a rape murder, according to Dateline Mystery. When questioned by detectives, Carla didn't implicate Keon. This chick was stigmatized.
Yep.
I just told you that.
You did, but I felt it bear repeating. At the trial, however, Carla's defense team pointed out that Keon sometimes borrowed her shoes. Their feet were the exact same size.
I hate that.
Wow.
So either he had little feet or she had big ass feet.
One of them, yeah.
I think that's disrespectful.
Because a woman's size is 2 sizes smaller than a man.
Yeah. But I think that's disrespectful. Don't wear my shoes.
No, shit. My son probably felt disrespected because I fucking wear his.
Yo, Baltimore wore my shoes.
We're not talking about that. At the trial, however, Carla's defense team pointed out that Keon sometimes borrowed her shoes. Their feet were the same size. On the witness stand, Keon did not have anything to do with the murder, although investigators strongly suspected otherwise. They never had enough evidence to charge him. Carla Hughes sobbed in the courtroom when the jury returned with a guilty verdict after deliberating for 8 hours. Although eligible for the death penalty, she received life without parole for capital murder on October 14th, 2009. So at this point, she got sentenced almost 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The victim's mother, Deborah Banks, later told Snapped that she felt a huge burden lifted from her upon hearing the verdict. Carla Hughes went off to prison. She lost the 2012 appeal based on the defense's claim that the judge hadn't made it adequately clear to jury members that Carla's refusal to testify in her own defense was not an indicator of guilt. Carla's mother, Linda Hughes, maintained that Keon Pittman wanted to get rid of Avis Banks and that he framed Carla for the murder. She set up a go-get funding page to finance a new investigation, the Clarion Ledger reported in 2016. Carla's supporters also lay blame on forensic pathologist Dr. Stephen Hain, a witness for the prosecution. They noticed that he was doing 1,500 autopsies a year, bagging more than $1 million annually, according to the Innocence Project, and that some evidence from Hain in other cases didn't hold up in court. The state of Mississippi had voided some convictions from trials where Hain had testified for the prosecution. And the pro Carla Hughes Justice for Carla blog said that her own lawyer was at fault, too. His specialty was tobacco litigation, not defending clients against murder charges. So then my question is, why the hell did y'all choose him?
Right.
If he wasn't a person who had a specialty in defending clients against murder charges.
Because the lawyer is a lawyer.
No, I mean, it's different types of law.
True shit. But, you know, for some people, it's a lawyer. A lawyer is a lawyer.
I mean,
And he probably was a friend of the family.
Possibly.
They was in Mississippi.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break and resume the story. I can't with this, man. All right, y'all. We'll be right back. All right, we back. I still can't deal with this man. Sit next to me.
I said what I said.
You did. Right or wrong, Justice for Carla website seems to have some integrity. Dissenting opinions are allowed in its comments section. For example, she killed my cousin over a guy that did want her the way she wanted him. I hope you raise millions because you will need it for representation that will allow a jury to ignore facts. This was submitted by a poster named Shannon Royal. Today, Carla Hughes is serving her life sentence at the Central Mississippi Correctional Institution. At a trim 140 pounds, the 5'7" Carla has apparently resisted the siren song of heavy prison food. Her son is being raised by his maternal grandparents. So, where's Keon Pittman, the cause of so much heartache? According to a number of media accounts, he got married and moved out of Mississippi, just like Shauna said a few moments ago. And look at Keon Pittman now. The No Single Mama Drama website notes. He's cuddled up with his new wife while Carla's off to prison where she can't be a mother to her son for the rest of her life. There's no telling whether Keon is making his wife's existence into a fairy tale, but it's sure to have a better ending than what Avis Banks and Carla Hughes got. That's all for this post. Until next time. So, my questions to the two of you. 1, do you think that there's a chance that Carla Hughes could be innocent? And 2, do you think Keon Pittman should have been charged?
He should have been charged.
No and yes.
Oh, okay. Well, who wants to go? Ladies first. Why you? Okay, so do you?
No, I don't think she's innocent.
Okay, why?
I believed her and Keon were in cahoots. Keon told her he couldn't be with her because of Avis, and they came up with the plan.
Okay.
That's what I believe happened. And then when shit went down, he threw her under the bus and let her take the charges for him. And he went on about his life, and she was that in love with him that she was dumb enough to do it. But I do believe he was involved because I've watched several different reenactments of this case. Like I said, I followed the case when it happened because it just broke my heart because she seemed like she was such a sweet and kind woman who didn't deserve that. All she wanted was a family and to get married and all of that stuff. And for her to be murdered and her unborn child to be murdered was an issue for me. And the fact that he had a cell phone, but he ran next door to the neighbors to call 911. That was confusing. Like, you got a whole cell phone. Why did you run next door to the neighbors? I felt like he was trying to have an alibi or for somebody else to see him distraught or something to prove that he was innocent. Yeah. So, no, I don't think she's innocent. I think they worked together. And 2, yes, I think he should have been charged. I think if they would have kept digging, somehow, some way, he would have been linked to it.
What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Shauna. I agree with Shauna as far as her not being innocent. I'm not being innocent in the situation. However, I do believe that he did play a part because do you think he set it up with Avis? You think she acted totally independent of him? No, I believe she acted independently. However, I believe that he sowed the seeds. I believe he's an accessory. Like, he may not be fully in it, but your actions, because the when I was doing the research on it, the true crime pod I listened to, the way they explained it was he had went to the store. He went to the grocery store earlier.
Okay.
Met up with Carla. They had their little time. Then like 5:30, went down to the school. To the school for basketball practice. Basketball practice.
Yep.
While she was still there because he was going to go back. He was going to double back at the basketball practice to pick the groceries up and then go home.
Yep.
Okay.
So my issue.
That's the groceries at her house.
So my issue is like, yo, y'all been fucking, y'all have y'all relationship or whatever, and it's like, months. Like the first time she got asked a question. She was like, they were just friends. Mm-hmm. And then later on, she was questioned again. And, because the police did their research.
Story changed.
Yep. And it's like, okay, the relationship was sexual. So it's like, yeah, you fell in love with him. But you already know.
She was in love with him, but I don't think he was in love with her.
Right. So it's, and then when they sat on.
So she was just a piece of ass?
Yeah.
Bro, nah, he told her. Like, I mean, when the amount of hurt that I know that she probably felt. When he testified and was like, yo, they were just temporary. He had every intention. He had every intention on pursuing the life with her, with Avis and their, their unborn child. And it's like, yo, you just got a double murder for a dude that called you temporary. Like, yo, he didn't even say a relationship with you guys. Yeah. So I believe, like I said, that he is an accessory because you sowed the seeds to the situation. However, they can't necessarily pin it on you because you don't have no direct, like you got an airtight alibi.
Right.
And then, but there's a lot of shit that was different. Like, yo, I know you knew something was up. Like, you knew something was up because you went in through the garage. And then the first person that you called was Carla.
Yep.
Before you went next door.
Yep.
And then going next door, they called the police, but they didn't call the police because you told them to. They called the police because it was a man screaming on my porch.
A black man.
You know what I'm saying? So then you can't even look, you can't even look the parents in the face. You couldn't even tell, you couldn't even tell the parents like, hey, I believe you knew something. You knew something, or when it happened, you knew she did it. Called you like, bitch, you crazy. You walked in, it's like, yo, are you
I feel like
fucking
they
crazy?
probably was pillow talking.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
They were pillow talking, and he,
Sure they were.
I can't be with you. Avis is having my baby, blah 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 blah. And she probably was like, oh, well, what if we get rid of her? Like, I really think it was a whole conversation.
Nah, I don't think. I mean, I believe it was pillow talk, and it was just him sowing the dream, like just planting that seed for them to like, yo, I can't be with you because I got this going on, and that's all. They
I
usually
think he had somebody outside of them because he got married relatively quickly.
No, but
after that,
usually in those types of situations,
somebody outside of them, and he used one to get rid of the other.
But I think it was something slightly different because I feel like in another article I read for this same case, it stated that he basically told her like, or the article basically stated like Avis knew what was up. She knew that she was stepping out, and he was stepping out on her, but she wasn't gonna go chase him behind him to figure out what's going on. So for him, the way I understood it was, excuse me, he knew what the situation was. Avis was fine with him stepping out on her, but she was still pregnant with his child. So it was like, that's my wife. I got a good situation here. She know I'm stepping out, but she ain't gonna do nothing about it. He had women all in and out their house.
They are in the South.
That don't have nothing to do with nothing.
No, but it's true. I mean, what I mean when I say that is that they are like usually like in the South, they traditional. Like, you get pregnant, get married. Like, we're not gonna have a baby out of wedlock. Mm-hmm. And then for some people in the South, like, marriage, it don't even matter what you do. Divorce is not an option. Mm-hmm. It's looked down upon. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So because they are traditional, air quotes. Mm-hmm. So it's like, like you said, she probably knew he was stepping out, but her being, her coming from a strict background,
right, and
and kind of maybe probably religious background, it's like, this is my, this is the father of my child. This is gonna be my husband.
Right.
Like, you do what you do. Don't bring that shit here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like I said, he didn't have to necessarily implicate anything, but he might have
floated the idea to her.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's that we can't be together because she's having my child. That's the mother of my child. That's gonna be my wife. Right. And Shorty was like, okay, then if I can't have you, nobody will, type shit. And now it could. So. I mean, it easily could have went the other way. She could have caught him leaving. She could have caught him leaving the school. Like leaving the school at the basketball practice.
Took him out.
Yep.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
Then, she could have been laying in wait for whoever showed up home first, and just so happened.
You know what? That kind of does bring a question. Like, what if it would? Nope. She already knew the nigga's schedule. Like, she knew he was.
She just left him, so she knew it wasn't gonna be him.
But at the same time,
she saw Avis as a roadblock to her happiness.
Yeah, because you shot her, and then you shot her. And then she shot her in the back of her head. Execution style.
Mm-hmm. But you shot her and you stabbed her.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That was overkill. That was somebody who had a lot of anger built up towards her. And
they say it's always the nice ones. It's always the nice ones. It's always the ones that nobody had nothing bad to say about. They got the biggest demon. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy. I mean, but it's crazy because, and I can just, like I said, I can imagine the amount of pain that she felt when he was on the stand. Like, that was just
later. He didn't give a fuck about her, but I don't know, because why? If he was, that's another thing. After everything that he said on the stand, mm-hmm. As a woman, I would have been like, I want to testify. This motherfucker was involved. He did it. We worked together. I got text messages.
You said, bitch, if I'm going down, you
going down too.
With me.
Because fuck you. And even if you don't end up getting in charge eventually,
I will say this, though.
That's why I'm going to tie your ass up in so much fucking litigation, because how dare you?
But I will say this, though. I admire the loyalty.
I did this for us.
Yeah.
I did this for us so we can be together because you said you loved me and you said you wanted to be with me. I really believe he did tell her that he sold her a fairy tale. He told her a fairy tale, but now an innocent woman is dead, and you sitting your dumb ass over to jail fighting with a big bitch named Tiny for your virginity. And he done moved on about his life, got married, had children.
And left the state.
Left the state of Mississippi and everything. I mean, the shit is just sad.
Like I said, they in Mississippi, yo. So everybody know.
Yeah.
So you had to leave, bro.
You imagine
you
being
had
his
to
new
leave,
wife
bro.
and watching an episode of Fatal Attraction and your new husband's face pop on there. You like, wait a fucking minute.
Start side, yo.
What is going on here?
Start side eyeing the shit out that nigga like.
So let me ask you a follow-up question. Do you think that situation scared him straight from stepping out on women, or you think he's with his new wife still stepping out on her as well?
Niggas learn, yo.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think men like him change.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
How so?
Niggas
Why
learn.
is that?
I don't think they change. I think that they get a thrill from having women fight over them.
You said it yourself, yo. You said she
nigga.
When you read it, she said, yo, he's not a looker, but he got a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he got a lot of confidence, and a lot of women thrive on it. So I don't know. I mean, I'm supposed to live by the. I grew up with the whole principle of people change, and people can change, and everybody deserves a second chance, and all that stuff. But
he got
the fact that he moved on and got married so fast after the case, within a year or so, a year or two, something like that, and the fact that he sat and talked about Carla the way he did, you saying this, that, and third about her, but she was good enough for you to carry on this long-term affair with. Mm-hmm. Like, this wasn't no shit that was happening for a couple weeks, a couple months. Like, This was a long-term affair that he was having with this woman. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no. I don't think.
I'm going to say.
I'm not confident in the fact that he has changed. I could be wrong.
But I believe it's.
Because I don't know him personally, but just based on how he carried all of this.
Yeah, he got the biggest flex. Like, he put like, yo, I was so good. Like, bitches kill for me. Like bitches kill. Yo, bitches kill.
Bragging about it?
I've seen pictures.
No,
of
he may not. No, he may not be bragging about it. Like, he may not be bragging about it, but that is kind of a confidence boost. That is kind of a confidence boost. Mm-hmm. Like, it's an ego boost, like a bitch.
Hey, I drive bitches crazy.
Right, like, yo, like this dick.
I've seen pictures of the real dude, and
nah, but I mean, you hitting the nail on the head with that. It's like, yo, his confidence is probably out the roof for real, because he got it. Like, yo, it's a bitch in Mississippi in jail right now,
serving life.
I mean, bitches kill for me. What you bring to the table, sis?
There it is.
I would like, nigga, bullet, because try me. I ain't call a bitch. I knock all this shit over. You got me fucked up. But
nah, but that's some real shit.
I tried to sympathize with her, but I just couldn't, because I was like, you took a woman in her baby's life behind some dick. Yeah. And I've seen a real Keon, and he wasn't nothing to fawn over. I'm sorry.
But they from the South. So
I get it.
I'm saying that, but I mean, it's not something exclusive to the South, though. People can be traditional or
no.
I just seen another case recently. They was up north. Case recently.
No, in that aspect, I'm just fucking around.
Something similar to that, where she went and killed the baby father's new girlfriend because she was jealous. She found out the new girlfriend was pregnant.
What about this, though?
And she was jealous, and they had been over, and she was harassing this girl constantly. They ended up finding the girl dead, and it was something similar to Avis. How Avis died, she stabbed the girl multiple times. She shot the girl.
Oh shit!
All kinds of stuff, all behind wanting her baby father. And you would have thought that he was still messing around with her behind the girlfriend's back, but come to find out he wasn't.
So when you was reading it, you was saying something about you said something about like how Shorty grew up, and then she fell in love with the first dude, and then it was like, yo, all of a sudden, like, she fell in love again with Mr. Pittman, and it's like, he might have been like that knight in shining armor for her, and then it was like, yo, that fairy tale, like, yo,
he told her what he needed to tell her.
This perfect man, this my dream guy, and then it's like, yo, the only thing that's stopping me from having my dream guy is this bitch with a baby.
That's possible.
When you're that delusional,
bitches will create scenarios in their heads of what they think it is, or to convince themselves that I can make him want me, I can make him love me, I'm gonna show him I'm better than her.
If I eliminate the competition,
or if I get
I'm
rid
the
of
only
her,
one.
he ain't gonna have a choice. He gonna be with me because that's the only thing that's keeping him from me and all that. And I feel like that was the case with her. Like just watching the trial, and I was looking at her facial expressions, and she just was so calm, and her face was just like
nonchalant.
Yeah, like her face was so nonchalant, and I don't really remember her getting emotional even when they found her guilty. Like I don't even remember her like crying or showing any kind of reaction or anything like that. Not that I can remember. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
I don't
know. I really think she may have, like I said, she didn't just come up with the shit by herself, because he probably was talking all kinds of shit. He probably told that girl he loves her and he wanted to be with her. And if circumstances were different, because I had a whole nigga tell me some shit after I found out he was dealing with a whole nother bitch. Oh, if circumstances were different, I would be with you. Oh, well, nigga, no, that mean my spot gonna be open and hers is gonna
But see, I think
no, because you didn't even tell me the truth from the get go. So
yeah, when you deep in the guts,
Shauna, breathe. Take a deep breath.
Oh shit, woosah. I had a flashback.
That's the one talking. That's the one.
It is. I had a flashback, y'all.
Nah, but when you deep in, you feel me? You start talking crazy shit. Then all of a sudden, that post nut clarity hits you, and you like, oh,
I don't remember half the shit you say.
Like yo, and then she looking at you like, you just said, you told me that you love me, bitch. I said that.
Right.
Who
When?
said that?
Who said that?
Who said that? Sounded like TC shit. No.
Zapatow. Sign your kitty. Oh no, I need.
Oh shit. Not Pootie Tang.
No.
Sarate.
No. That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
But my prayers are still with Avis family. I know there had to be a hard loss.
They didn't just
nobody
hers.
never
They lost the baby as well.
And nobody said a bad thing about that woman. They spoke so highly of her and how good of a person she was.
Yeah.
And
the fucked up thing
she
is
didn't deserve
that's
that.
always the case though.
She didn't deserve that at all.
Like a lot of the people that
fuck you,
are
caller.
on that are yeah.
And fuck you, Keon. Because it was your fucking fault. If you had never started fucking with Carla, this shit
what
would
it
have
look
never
like?
happened.
That's true.
Well, like dark skinned nigga with green eyes.
No. He was a regular, degular, smackler looking nigga, like a recovering addict looking ass nigga.
He wasn't a looker, but he had a lot of confidence. No, that's the episode title. He had a lot of confidence.
Wasn't a looker. That's nice big, but he ugly with a big dick.
No, that's what y'all women be saying. Well, I mean, he wasn't ugly. I mean, is he attractive?
Oh no.
I mean, he wasn't ugly.
Woman would say, woman
My
would say that
mama used to
nigga.
tell me to call people different looking.
Shit, woman
You
would
know what,
say.
That's what she said. She said I couldn't call people ugly, to call them different looking. I said, well, he
for
is
some
differently
women,
looking ugly, man.
that nigga
What you
can
want
be
me to do?
ugly as shit, but he might be funny.
That's true. You see all them bitches that Flavor Flav had.
Look, you can laugh somebody up their drawers now.
Baby.
It ain't happened to you before.
Yup. That's how I got pregnant.
You ain't never done that before, Aaron? Or you ain't never been laughed out your drawers?
I ain't never been laughed out my drawers, bro.
He done laughed a few bitches out their drawers, probably.
I never laughed bitches out the
I
drawers.
mean, so for the record, in case you couldn't tell, something we mentioned earlier, his wife is like about 5 feet away from him.
If she throws something at him, I'm ducking.
Yeah.
Time out.
I'm on her side.
She not paying us no mind.
I've been on her
She
side for
listening,
the
but she ain't
last
paying us no
12
mind.
years.
What's that?
What?
What's
Well,
that?
she not
funny?
even paying. Listen. Has he?
Did I laugh you out your drawers?
Who the fuck?
You never answered the question, sis?
No. We saying that you laugh. Like some niggas or like ugly niggas will laugh a woman out their drawers.
That's horrible. But no.
Not that's horrible.
That's horrible, but no.
Shit, we know folks that
Oh God, I love my sister-in-law.
we know folks that sat there and they did some shit, and you be like, yo,
I'm telling y'all, I got laughed out my drawers.
girl, he was funny.
Not that damn funny.
We was laughing.
Listen, sis, you got a nephew because I got laughed out my drawers, sis. Listen to him.
You ended up in a 5-year relationship with a nigga.
Laughed me out my drawers and into a damn relationship. Ain't this about a bitch?
Let me write this on my list. Laugh them out in drawers.
I mean,
And
you
into a
could.
relationship.
Shit, Brian.
Or me. That That too, but
Brandy, no, yo, you buy a nigga a drink and just get him laughing.
I mean, I done made a few niggas giggle. A kiki,
Don't you?
a kiki.
A kiki.
He hell.
Are y'all ready to wrap up this topic?
I'm drinking.
This is the after effect. 2 bottles of wine.
He hell, bitch. Like, wait a minute.
So, are y'all ready to move on to the next the next segment?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, any final parting words about again? So, before we wrap up, I definitely want to say, prayers to Avis Banks' family, to her,
Absolutely.
the baby that they lost.
I'm sorry to hear that shit, bro.
Tragic occurrence, and I'm glad that at least the person who was directly responsible for it was found accountable because they weren't too smart in the way they went about it.
Dumbass.
First of all, no, but see,
fuck you keep shooting?
no, that was guilt. Now, real talk, like usually, watching like Criminal Minds and shit like that, and you notice like when they look at it, it's like, yo, when somebody does some shit, yo, they do keep something from it. But yo, I honestly feel like, yo, that shit was guilt. Like, yo, she gave the gun back to the uncle, or the cousin, and she was crying and shit, and then and his hunting knife.
Yep, the knife and the gun.
And it's like. And he seen that shit. Like, yeah, he seen that shit and was like, hey, yo.
Shout out to him.
Like,
because he told the truth. He didn't try to cover for her or anything. He told the truth. He had a lot of integrity, and I appreciate that.
Look, I'm going to say this out loud, and I'm going to say this: the code of the street don't apply to civilian.
Yep.
Don't get me wrapped up in no shit, because, nigga, I'm snitching.
You going down.
I don't, I ain't no street nigga.
Bitch.
I ain't about that life.
I am not about that life. I'm not taking a prison sentence to somebody unless I'm protecting my son. I am not a ride or die bitch. If we get pulled over and you got dope in the car and I did not know when they open that trunk, I'm like, y'all, I don't even know this nigga. He an Uber driver. Don't fucking play with me. Don't wrap me up in no bullshit.
Yo, he an Uber driver. He an Uber driver.
I don't even know him.
Man, why you sitting in the front seat?
Because I don't like to sit in the back. My name ain't Miss Daisy, bitch. Go ahead, lock this nigga up so I can go about my business.
He left out her drawers.
Laughing out my drawers. That's how I got in that
Into a RICO charge?
Fuck that. I'm snitching like Gunna. Allegedly.
Hey, yo. Look, pointing like
T.I. Allegedly.
Hey, yo, remember when...
Who else supposedly snitched?
I ain't no right.
No, remember when...
right or die. That right or die shit.
When Fetty Wap had
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I ain't taking the charge
Allegedly.
for nobody.
Ain't no damn alleged. He snitched.
God damn it, I'm snitching. Fuck that. I'm not taking no charges for nobody. I'm not going down for you.
If I gotta choose between you and me going to jail, nigga, I'm choosing.
I don't need 3 hots in the cop, bitch. I got a mortgage and a job.
Yo, y'all remember?
Like to keep.
Thank you.
Y'all remember when Fetty Wap had Tribe Queen out? Yo, then Shorty, the one girl put out that shit. She was like, "Oh, I'm snitching."
Yeah.
Hey,
You
what's
going
up?
to jail?
Hello.
Ain't no ride or die
You
over
going
here.
to jail, Vontae? I'm not doing it.
Look,
Fuck
I don't.
that.
No, I ain't
sir.
about that life.
I'm telling you,
I am a proud
I believe
civilian.
he was involved, and if I was fucking Carl, I got on that stand and said, "Let me tell you something about this nigga Keon. Keon bought these shoes. Keon told me to borrow this knife and shit. Keon told me what time she would be home. That nigga did it. It was him. If I'm going to jail, you going to jail too, bitch. I'm fighting Tiny and you fighting Big Butch over there. That's what's fitting to happen.
That nigga about to eat a cock meat sandwich, bro.
That's what's about to happen.
And on that note, we gonna wrap this section here. Rest in
He
peace
about to be the one
to
doing the
Avis
bending.
Banks and that baby. We're gonna take another commercial break, y'all. We will be right back for our Q&A segment.
See,
We'll be back with the Q&A segment. Shut up. Shut up, Nick. We'll be right back, y'all. And we back. So you doing the bending?
that's what would happen. Ain't nobody bending me over.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
That's what's about to happen, sir.
Consequences of repercussions.
A big nigga named Butch. What if I take your cornbread? Bitch, you can have this cornbread. Fuck, I don't even like cornbread, nigga. I'm gonna cut back on my motherfucking carbs.
Get your phone. Go questions, goddamn.
God damn. All right, yo. So before we I can't even get my spell out. I hate that so bad.
This nigga gonna be doing a whole lot of laundry.
Baby, a whole lot of laundry. Nigga nickname gonna be Cream Puff. I'm telling you. Okay. All right. Woosah.
Hashtag fabric softener.
Hashtag
Down,
Tide Pod.
down
Snuggles. Not Snuggles.
What did go to the question? God damn it, go to the question.
Woosah. All right, y'all. So before we get started,
I need some water. Hold on.
they won't let me be great today.
Oh shit.
All right, while Brandon gets his water, before we get started today, y'all, if y'all have any questions that y'all want asked or answered on the podcast, y'all can send them to us via email at askwandapod@gmail.com. That is ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com.
She spelled that shit.
Shut up, nigga. You can also reach us via social media. You can reach us on IG and Twitter at WandaPod_, and you can reach us on Facebook. I'm sorry, y'all. On Facebook at Wine and Audacity. The and sign, y'all. Wine and Audacity. Shut up, nigga. The podcast. Okay. This was a bit of a heavy topic. Again, rest in peace to Avis Banks.
Yeah, definitely.
I am glad that old girl was held responsible for what she did. And if what's his name, old funny looking ass was involved,
Mr. Pittman.
Karma's gonna get that ass.
Mr. Pibb.
Not Mr. Pibb, Jesus. But anyway, so I would try to keep the questions a little light. Kind of, sort of. We can play around with them a little bit. So the first question is, do you believe that love is blind?
Sometimes.
In what way?
I mean, sometimes because you love a person, you can be willing to overlook certain flaws. Mm-hmm. They may not be a looker, but they got a lot of confidence. So you can overlook the face.
I mean, I've done
but
it.
I think Chris Rock did in one of his stand-ups. He was like, yo, the woman got an ugly dude. And like, he may not be look good to you, but he is good to me.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, yes, man. Sometimes I do believe that love is blind. Because motherfuckers, I mean, look at the situation, bro.
Yeah.
She was in love with that nigga and she straight killed this baby mother.
Right.
I mean, his fiance and kid.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe that's why she shot her in the back and then stabbed in. She shot her in the stomach, shot her in the chest and slit the throat, bro. She was like,
She's gonna make sure
no survivors. But it's bad though, because sometimes it does cloud your sometimes because you're in love with a person. I mean, we both products of that shit. Like,
yeah,
because we love a person, we overlook a lot. We overlook a lot of shit.
Definitely.
Overlook red flags, white flags, black flags.
Yeah.
Jamaican flags, Haitian flags, American flags.
Got them bitch.
Confederate flags.
Your ass next.
Right. But
Now why am I in it? See how I get bored of stuff I ain't did.
oh yeah, that right. My bad.
That's
Because
what I'm saying. You overlook so much shit.
Yeah, you do. Because you love, you do overlook a lot of shit because you love a
Bite you in
person.
the ass like a big ass mosquito.
Not a mosquito.
Not a mosquito, a mosquito. That's what my grandma used to call them.
Oh, that's some big motherfuckers.
A mosquito.
I ain't seen.
They disrespectful. They sit on your ass and just sit there.
Bro, we was living in Georgia. We seen big ass, one big
So
ass
to
mosquito.
answer the question, so we can move past this. Can love be
Oh,
blind?
now Big
and
Meat want to move past.
Yeah, goddamn it, because you talking about mosquitoes in fucking Georgia, nigga.
You
This
talking
ain't
about mosquitoes.
This ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about now, right? Goddamn it. No, but can love be blind? And now that the way that you explained that, my initial answer was going to be no. But now that you've explained it that way, I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Love can be blind in the fact that you can lack the awareness or choose to disregard the awareness of the stuff that's happening in front of you that's to your detriment. So absolutely. I think you can absolutely be blind.
I agree.
Willingly be blind. You can be blind against your knowledge. You can also be blind willingly.
I agree. I think, not speaking for y'all or whatever, but I think, we may have all been in a situation where.
Shit, I know I have.
Baby, I can write a novel. I think we've all been in a situation where we look past, the negative of people to see the little bit of good that they may have in them, and not acknowledging that sometimes that bad outweighs that good, and it's not worth it. It's not worth the fight. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth any of it. So yes, love can definitely be blind. I have experienced it myself, firsthand experience, and I have witnessed it amongst my friends and my family members and stuff.
Shit.
And you can't do anything about it. You can see stuff that they probably see, but they trying to overlook. And no matter how much you reiterate it, or you ain't see that, or why the fuck are you with him? Why are you with her? There's nothing you can do about it. So love is definitely blind. Absolutely.
And I think with that we become nostalgic with what was. Like, this person wasn't always like, they wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? And it's like we sometimes be in, you could say it's a form of denial.
But if you really look back at it, sometimes they was always like that. We just ignored this shit.
Why are you playing?
Yeah, but but that's what I'm saying. It's like, like people could, like, we've been in situations where we listen to people talk about their significant others, and then when they talk about it, they talk about it to us, and then when we give our opinion, and it's like we may be coming down on that person, but then they end up going into like defense mode. But like, it's not always like that. Like, he's not always like that, or she's not always like that, or it wasn't always like this. And it's like, yeah, but you crying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you crying, or you upset. You've been putting up with it for years, and the most we can. But it's like, until they hit rock bottom, we gotta deal. You know what I mean? Not necessarily we have to deal, but we gotta be more understanding.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so and keeping in tune with trying not to stay as heavy on this episode, I decided to circle back around to Brandon's favorite thread.
Shit.
As he likes to call them, the 6 brown heifers. So this question comes to us via 6 brown chicks on Instagram. And it reads, I separated from my wife because she was always nagging me for more of my time. I work and I want to unwind when I get home. Quick sex is fine. Other than that, I prefer to hang with my boys. They're all single. I also prefer other women. I don't want my wife around me. My friend JB encouraged me to leave and to live my life. Wife and I never had a conversation about divorce. I just left and sent her a few text messages. She was furious, but I was at peace. I found a cheap place and a girlfriend. I took the only car we had, so JB stepped in and gave my wife rides to work, etc. Another friend mentioned JB took my wife out on her birthday. JB denies anything is going on. I stopped by my old house to check on things, but the locks were changed. I feel like JB is trying to steal my wife, but I've known him for much of my life. I sat outside my old house and watched them pull up. JB opened the door to the house with his key and they went inside. My next door neighbor saw me and asked, y'all swinging or she cheating? What do you think? Am I overreacting or are they backstabbing me? What to do?
Keita, come answer this question. Keita, come answer this question.
We have a new entry to the fuck you list.
Before we do that, Mrs. Aaron, come answer this question. I was about to say your last name, but we're not gonna do that.
I gotta hear her input on this. This about to be funny as fuck. Y'all think I'm bad? Y'all ain't met my sister.
Come on over here, Mrs. Aaron. You don't need this nigga.
Yeah, he took the nigga mic.
Oh God. Thank you.
Did you hear the question, sis?
I did. I said something when I was over there. But I realized I was in the background, so I shut up instead.
Come on, Mrs. Aaron.
So just to clarify, you don't like her. You said that.
Yes.
And your friend.
Hold on. You got to get close to the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your friend said,
close to the mic.
I don't like that.
I told y'all.
Relax all you must.
I don't like that.
Listen, she doing something right. She got a whole husband.
Sir. Oh God.
I said it.
11 years strong. This August.
Shauna. So, Mrs. Aaron, what's your yeah?
Is he fucking retarded or
That man finessed him out of his
He might
wife.
wear a
he's
helmet.
slow? He a little slow.
He might wear
gotta
a helmet and eat crayons and lick bus windows.
because there's no way you sat down with a group of people, said what you said, and then your friend said, "I think you should leave her." Then, in the midst of you leaving, you find out that he's being super duper nice to your wife, and you feel betrayed, even though you were the asshole in the entire situation. He on a slow bus to hell.
Not to hell.
It's no
This shit
way.
put him said, baby.
Not you saying even the beat was off.
Beat was all bitch.
But until then,
The Four Seasons, because there's no fucking way. You woke up and thought that was the way you was going to handle that.
Oh my god.
It's no way. You on the
That dude moved your ass square out the way, yo.
square out the way.
And you got the audacity.
My nigga, this is what we all call a finesse.
It was a finesse.
That nigga
You fucked around and found out.
You listen to your homeboy spitting that good shit to you. See, I like
He finessed
when
you
niggas-
out your drawers, literally, because now he in your house
Cause he
and
in your
the drawers.
in your drawers, meaning your wife.
And your wife.
And your wife.
And he making her go, eh. I promise you. I promise you he is.
And been probably doing it for some time.
He touching her on the inside.
He been touching her on the inside parts for some time, Paul.
Yes.
He probably looking
He
at
just
Thought
wanted
Box,
her
too,
to make
while
sure
you
he
playing.
just needed you out the house
Yes.
so he could move into the
Yeah,
house.
heard
because
that,
you
Shauna?
didn't, huh? He turned that bitch
Ben.
into Yvette on Baby Boy. I'm a cook. I'm gonna make the tacos. That's what
I'm
happened.
gonna make the tacos.
That's what happened.
I'm gonna make the tacos. You go get the smoothies and I'm gonna make the tacos.
You got the audacity to be mad at this man. Big ups to JB. You did what was supposed to been done, sir.
JB been doing.
You did what's supposed to been done.
Though.
Fuck him. And the horse he rode in on. I'm gonna assume this nigga name is like Clarence or something. So fuck you, Clarence.
Clarence.
Fuck you,
Clarence.
Clarence. Or Earl. He sound like a white man.
You know what?
Not a white man. A white man.
Cause ain't no black man moving out his fucking house.
Nope. He gonna try to find a way to move
He
your
gonna
ass
put
out.
your ass out.
That's what's gonna try to happen and try to move up
He
his
gonna
shit.
tell you go stay with your mother for a little while because he needs some space.
Yep.
And then he gonna change the locks and shit.
That he done moved it with the girlfriend.
She was like, let me go talk to this hey my beautiful Nubian queen.
No.
I'm sorry that your husband left you, but you need to ride to the store.
He just wanted to touch her nectar.
got you.
He wanted to touch her nectar and he did. It didn't.
That wasn't all he was touching.
It wasn't. That was because that was her nectar.
Touching the back of that throat too.
He had to be.
He
For quite
spun
some
her ass around that
time.
dick like
Now,
the exorcist.
now
nigga.
that I got that dumb nigga out the way. How you doing, Miss Lady?
I moved him out the house for you.
Baby, he hit her with that Melvin from Baby Boy. He hit her with that African fuck squad. Nigga, it is over. It is over.
Let me help
That nigga
you.
was in your kitchen
In your
scrambling
garden.
eggs, butt naked. Your kids is calling him daddy now. Move
Oh
on.
shit! He
You
was
want
in
some
the
cheese?
he was in the garden helping her
want some
plant some
breakfast?
things.
I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, big ups to homeboy JB for stepping in the door. What you
Good
supposed
job.
to do. Good job. Take care of her.
Take care of her
And
forever.
if that nigga come knock on the door, answer the door with that nigga robe on.
Oh shit! In his slippers,
Yep.
in his drawers.
Smoking the weed that he left in the nightstand. We're gonna end this with Brandon's favorite thread again.
we're going to hell.
I'm sorry, y'all. This shit is fun. It is fun. Y'all don't understand the giggles I get from this. All right. Y'all ready? This one is a humdinger.
Not a
This bitch said a
humdinger.
humdinger.
This is 1974.
I was watching
You know,
something the other day,
dog,
they
this
said
is a
that word. I said, oh, that is
humdinger.
old.
This is a humdinger of a track right
yeah,
here.
I said, let me write that down.
Mr. Sandman.
Oh, no.
Humdinger of
I'm
a
bringing
track.
all the old words back. I'm gonna start calling niggas job sucker ass turkeys and some shit. I ain't playing with you.
Job ass, sucker
Look here,
ass.
Jack.
Look here, Jack. That's how I'm gonna start talking to people.
What in the Pam Green? Look
Listen
here,
here,
Jack.
sucker.
Look here, you job turkey.
Shit, I just had an uncle that called us Gumps, bro.
Tell him what it is, Jack.
Look here,
Look
Jack.
here, you jive turkey.
Listen here, sucker man.
You ain't never gonna be.
Look here, man.
Oh,
like a piece of cheese. You ain't never gonna be a sliced bitch.
Yep, pretty much. All right. Oh, Jesus. We gotta stop this.
Go ahead.
This is not normal.
This out. Go to the next question, please.
Not normal. Okay. Oh. Gerald proposed after our third date.
Fucking Gerald, bro.
We've been married for 8 months. It was too soon.
You found a new bitch.
You think, bitch?
You done found a new bitch.
Nope, it gets worse.
I know it.
Gerald always smells like baby wipes. And he tastes salty. My husband is a grown, fat, 33-year-old man.
Wait a goddamn minute. Hold on. I am not here for fat man slander on this fucking podcast. What you won't do is play with my name. God damn it.
That nigga got the bigger guns pointed at him.
Bitch, I'm triggered. As a part of the fat man committee. What you won't do.
33 and fat, bro.
Wait, you gotta
That smell like baby water.
You got wait a minute, and his baby scent is off-putting. Gerald said he witnessed his favorite aunt choke to death on ice water. And he's feared water ever since. Gerald's sister claims his aunt was alcoholic who choked on gin. Anyway, Gerald avoids water. He won't drink it or bathe in it. I told him to try counseling. He said, why do I need counseling? Because I'd rather wipe my body than wash it. I'm concerned about his health. Also, we spend hundreds of dollars on baby wipes a month. Advice. Ma'am.
Baby wipes don't take care of fur.
If he don't drink water either, it probably smell like ammonia in that bathroom. And all he cleaned, it smell like baby powder.
Like he was eating
scented
asparagus.
chitterlings.
Not chitlins.
Not chitlins. Chitterlings.
Hey, yo.
And then you say, yo, man, you say he tastes salty, bitch. You still sucking that salty motherfucker. You want to have high
Come on.
blood pressure.
That moss growing on.
No, fuck all that. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. No, time out. Wait a minute.
She gonna have roots growing in her throat. Nasty.
Hey, yo. Hold on.
Fix it,
You
Jesus.
got married. Yo,
Jesus can't fix that.
You got married
But
after
a
3
nice
months.
hot bath will.
You got married after 3 months.
They got married. He proposed after their third date. They've been married for 8 months.
Yo. Hey,
She
yo.
didn't smell
time
him
out.
after the third date.
And then I think the thing that's
Something like
killing me.
regret.
I think what's killing me is like, yo, you still fucking and sucking, bro. No, I'm sorry.
That's disgusting.
No, I'm sorry. Nah, screw all that. Cause I know niggas will fuck anything. His aunt died from choking on ice water.
Sister said it was gin. She was sipping gin and juice.
Yo said she died choking on ice water.
No, that's why he's
yo, when you
scared of
said that
water.
shit, y'all thought about the episode of SpongeBob where yo Patrick was dying at the door. He was like, yo, I thought at first I was dying, but then it melted, and I just drunk it.
No.
No. Not in my
She
house.
died, bro. I said she died. Then the sister is like, yo, it's like that's what they told him, and then the sister told the real story. She
Yep.
was the drunk.
That's me.
She was
She
the
was
drunk.
drunk.
No.
Mrs. Superman.
That bitch choked on the pretzel like George W.
What was the question again?
But yo, she's saying how she
She
deal with
wanted
this
advice
shit.
on how to get her husband to get his funky ass in the shower.
Sis, I got an idea for you.
She gonna have to douse him in soap water when he in the bed.
You want to do that? Take that nigga to the car wash.
Smart. And roll the window down when y'all pull in. Now your upholstery gonna take about 2 to 3 days to dry, but it's gonna be worth it.
You ain't gotta do all that. Tell him the cars need to be washed. Right? Take him to the ones that give you the wand in your hand and the soap.
Oh, but the nigga scared of water.
He gonna be a scared bitch today because I'm gonna spray that nigga like he a beach whale. Cause what you not gonna do?
You got mad early. You got mad earlier. But now, nigga, that is fat slander right there, bro.
No, it wasn't.
Said I'm gonna spray you down like a beach whale.
No.
Time for the clear coat, knucker.
No, it is no excuse. You a grown ass man, Gerald.
This nigga
Get your ass in the tub with some soap and some water.
This nigga taking whole baths with baby wipes, bro.
Lord, not whole bags.
And the shit don't cover up.
My auntie, I live by this to this day. My auntie told me fruit and funk don't mix.
It don't.
So you cannot spray cologne over top of a funky ass person. Then you just smell funky and fruity. So now you walk around smelling like fucking rotten sandalwood. That don't go together. That's nasty. Get in the tub, Gerald. That's not healthy, baby. You probably got moss under your balls.
Take him to the car wash.
Baby.
You can hose him down outside your house and let the water just drain.
Roll his ass through there like an SUV.
I think she gotta make a life decision, bro. Because
ain't no way in hell.
You might have to get another husband.
I ain't baby do it.
Sorry, yo. Stop
marrying niggas after they propose on the third date. Fuck wrong with you? No ma'am. No ham, no turkey, no bacon.
All right. So usually your third date, that's when y'all, that's when y'all.
I don't even know if I like you by the third date.
I'm about to say no. I'm about to say you.
3 dates in. These many. These many.
How many days did it take you for you to give up the ass?
Who? Give me a minute. Which time?
Just listen.
Which time?
Conversation right.
Because I can get her ass up and never call you again. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is,
nigga, while you playing, I didn't give up the cheeks on the first date before.
I did it too.
But what I'm saying is,
with the nigga for 5 years.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm getting at is, it's like, yo, you gave it up. You feel me? Like, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo.
Put it around your neck.
But what I'm getting at is, it's like, yo, come on, yo. I know you probably smashed on the first date and you just smell baby wipes. I smell baby wipes.
I would have never called them back. I wouldn't have murdered the nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, yo, you like this shit,
but
bro.
I feel like even before you smash, you would have smelled that on him from across the table.
Wait. Love is blind.
God damn it,
Not after the first date?
That's too quick.
Love is blind. It'll take
a
over your mind.
And if he don't wash his ass, does he brush his teeth?
Like, I'm trying to think,
don't like water, nigga.
So now he got the yuck mouth too.
Honestly, that nigga probably got the little.
He got chunks of butter.
No, I got the little breast strip, like the little breast strips.
Oh no, ma'am, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no bacon. Girl, listen, I ain't even fuck Gerald. Fuck you, because you need to know better. And you keep going to the doctor since your pH balance is off. That's why, bitch. That is
in the words
problem.
of my godson when he was a toddler. That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. It's disgusting, mommy.
Can we move past this?
We can. That was the
Take
last
that nigga
question.
to the car wash.
That nigga spray you like a beach whale.
Bring him down.
Get
that carnauba wax,
baby.
That clear coat, that Rain X.
Trying to free his.
And while you at it, hang a motherfucking black ice around his balls.
Go ahead and free yourself, like Fantasia said, from that funk.
This nigga said black.
Baby, you don't pay me no mind because you stink.
Oh shit.
That'll make the shit worse.
Baby, something got to give.
Black ice on the balls, bro.
Smell like toe cheese. No, ma'am.
Any more questions, Shauna?
That monkey don't stop the show.
That was it.
You know what? I don't have no fucking quips of funny shit to say because we got to go. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Wine and Audacity, the podcast.
He legit said, "Fuck this shit."
Damn it all to hell. Wash your balls. People.
PSA.
People under the sound of my voice at this moment right now. Wash your ass.
As a man.
Thoroughly.
As men. Baby wipes are not.
Use bar soap and then go behind yourself with body wash. And use washcloth. Not today, Satan.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Wine and Audacity, the podcast. I appreciate y'all for listening. If you have any questions, any feedback, please shoot us an email to askwandapod@gmail.com. That is ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com.
I am
trying. I just say ass nigga because you wath it. Like Andrew Caldwell.
math.
What? I don't wear no math. I don't like math no more.
Wear your math.
Wear your math. And on that note, we're going to let y'all go because it is devolving into chaos. This episode, we got to go. Thank y'all for listening. Aaron, Shauna, we will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.